Each country has its own way of doing things. This is based on differences in law and cultural values. Naturally, Lithuania has its own little quirks. Some of these are good, and some are less than convenient. Let's take a look at 5 things that might be different for you in Lithuania compared to your home country. Number 1. Post office hours. The first fantastic thing about Lithuania is how some of its post offices are open 7 days a week, even on Sundays. This is the case at certain post offices, especially in the larger cities of Vilnius, Kaunas, and Klaipėda, and probably other places too. Most other post offices are open 6 days a week from Monday to Saturday, while smaller ones might only be open Monday to Friday. Depending on your work schedule or how busy your life is, the fact that some post offices are open Sundays could be a big help in sending and collecting parcels. And while the postal services of some countries might only deliver 5 days a week, the Lithuanian system delivers 6 days a week, from Monday to Saturday. Moving on top of fantastic hours of post office operation, supermarket hours tend to be pretty good in Lithuania too. In some countries such as Germany, many supermarkets might be closed, or close early on Sundays. In Lithuania, almost all supermarkets are open 7 days a week. Hours are generally quite good as well. Some stores open as early as 7 a.m. and close as late as 11 p.m., making it pretty easy to do your food shopping at almost any time of the day, on any day of the week. It also helps a lot that supermarkets seem to be everywhere, at least in the big cities. In the case of Vilnius, it seems like you're never more than 10 minutes walk away from a supermarket, which is pretty awesome. Thirdly, while it's great that supermarkets have generous opening hours and sell alcohol, one major quirk about Lithuania is that alcohol sales are limited by the time of day. From Monday to Saturday, you can purchase alcohol between 10 a.m. and 8 p.m. On Sundays, this is restricted further, with alcohol sales suspended at 3 p.m. Outside of these times, the alcohol sections are typically roped off. If it's not roped off and you try to purchase something, the cashiers will set aside your alcohol purchase and refuse to sell it to you. While the logic behind this might be to discourage irresponsible alcohol consumption, it also makes it difficult to plan ahead for a party or work around a busy schedule. Our fourth quirk has to do with tipping. While some countries make tipping mandatory and include a 15% gratuity in your bill automatically, other places make tipping a cultural obligation. Credit card payment systems in some countries allow you to add a tip on top of your meal purchase, either as an absolute dollar amount or as a percentage, and in other countries you may need to ask your server to add a certain amount as a tip or to round the purchase up by a few euros. In Lithuania, however, it seems that almost all tipping is cash only, and there's almost no way to tip by card. For those of us who don't carry cash around and want to tip our servers, this is disappointing. The only place I've ever seen a system to accept tips by card is the chain of restaurants known as London Grill. The restaurant has a separate machine which allows diners to select their tip amount and pay by tapping their contactless card. Finally, considering how developed and Western Lithuania has become, the famous coffee franchise known as Starbucks does not exist in the country at all. Although you'll find Starbucks in Poland and Finland, the chain is also absent in the other 2 Baltic countries, Latvia and Estonia. Apple stores also don't exist in Lithuania. Instead, this tech giant has chosen to outsource its services to a number of authorized dealers, including iDeal and Topocentris. So that's it for this first round of Lithuanian oddities. If you've discovered anything else strange, awesome, or unique about Lithuania, let us know by leaving a comment. Maybe it's something we can cover in a future video. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.